golfing a lot. And the previous time we went golfing, I guess the first person there just pays for the bill. So I paid the bill, right? It's like, how much is it to golf?
Well, it depends, right?
Right.
So
Sometimes you prepay, right?
Some golf courses require you to prepay.
So I miraculously got there first, and they were like, "Hey, is this much money?" I'm like, "Fantastic! Finally, people can Venmo me," which is really great.
I Venmo'd you
because it's a pain in the ass for me to Venmo other people,
right? Because
you can't attach 2 checking accounts to Venmo. It's a whole deal. So I have to ask my wife. I'm like, "Hey, can you give me money?" And it's a whole deal. So.
God damn it.
But I got a bone to pick with you.
What did I do?
So Exhibit A is I'm texting you guys, and I was like, hey, it's $56. And I'm in the construction industry, and I send in a lot of costs. And in that industry, it's all about manufacturer backup. You never get to just submit your costs. You got to like show your work. So if you notice, I almost always show my work. So I posted the receipt. It says $56.
Did I give you $53?
And you Venmo'd me $53.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to fund my kids' college.
I'm
over here. And anyway, I saw it and I was just like, well, obviously I'm going to bring this up because this motherfucker shorted me $3.
I'm so sorry. I didn't do it intentionally.
I do.
I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to fucking like, those $3 are really going to be the make or break. I'm not going to be able to afford my mortgage this month if I give him these $3. I just like, so to be completely fair, I asked, or Andrew, our friend, asked, like what it cost, and then I just like saw it, and then like had other things going on, and then I saw the receipt, and I was just like, I'm not gonna fucking look at this receipt. I didn't do my thing. I didn't look at it, and then like I was just going off of like my memory. And I was like, I'm pretty sure he said 53. And then I Venmo'd you 53.
I didn't fulfill the joke, though, because we golfed today and you told me it was 53. And to fully fulfill it, I was going to short you $3 and not say anything.
I wouldn't have said anything.
And you would have just been like, this motherfucker short me $3.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't like that. That's the thing with me is like, I don't,
like whatever.
I don't care. And it wouldn't have even been like,
Nick decided it wasn't a $53 round.
No,
he didn't think it played.
Like if you sent me $50, even I would have not even thought about it and been like, it is what it is. Right. So yeah, my bad. I'll transfer that.
No, I owe you money, so I haven't sent you money for.
All right, today. So deduct $3, and then we'll be square. I saw the receipt, and I was just like, what? What the fuck is this? Like, I'm not gonna read through this receipt. It's fine.
I'm just broken a bit, and you don't like. I'm always just like, no one ever's gonna question me. I'm gonna show my work, and always just like, here it is.
No, I think that's pretty admirable. Like, I appreciate that. If there was like a huge discrepancy, like
$70, Jared, send it over.
Yeah, no, if there was like a huge discrepancy, then like that probably perked my ears up. But like a few dollars here and there, like I don't know, I just don't care. Like, I just don't give a shit. And I know that that's not particularly acceptable to certain people, where they're like, I said this, and then you like send the other thing that's like just in your mind. Like, I get it. I totally get it.
I'm more like you, that I don't care unless I can use it as a gag as a joke, because it's just like I don't like when we go, like if you go out to eat with people and people are trying to micro like figure it out who owes what, and it's just like, can we just split? It's like, yeah, but I had an extra lemonade. It's like, I don't actually care about the extra shit. Can we just like split it and move on with our life? Like, come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah, so I had an interesting situation that happened that kind of like ties into this. So I was in Denver this week, and I went, which I got a surprise for you.
Oh, perfect.
But not. We'll do it next recording. I didn't want to do it this recording just because it's like it's a Thursday and we're probably gonna get hammered. when we do it. So
Great.
next
Perfect.
recording we'll do it. But yeah, so I was in Denver. I sat down. There's like a little restaurant that I go to pretty frequently. It's not where you get man beer, but it's another restaurant. The DIA is just so huge. There's just like so many options.
American food? Like,
Yeah, it's American food. Yeah. And so it's one of those restaurants where you scan a QR code, you get a menu, and then you put in like your payment information.
oh, damn.
They're servers, but like they don't take your order. You do it all through an app, which I don't know how many times I've seen like old dudes from like the
They
Midwest
don't
or South.
understand
They're
how
like,
it-
I don't like this fucking you scan the just take my order. Like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, dude, just don't be like, I get being frustrated because it's different, but like, don't be an asshole to these people. They didn't fucking set this up. Like they're making fucking bare minimum and you know, so anyways,
Also, get over it. Like,
yeah,
fine.
I'll get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Times change. Fucking adapt. But I ordered my food, and I didn't really feel it was like 11, which is perfectly acceptable time for an airport beer. But I didn't really feel like drinking. I had to go to work after that, and I was like, I'm not really gonna do it today. So I ordered iced tea, right? And it's like a $3 charge for an iced tea,
Sure.
right?
Do
And
you sweeten it or are you just straight?
no lemon,
Yeah.
only lemon.
I just want the iced tea.
I don't do straight iced tea. I don't do sweetener though. I don't like that sweet tea bullshit. Like
No,
I've been in the South.
I can do straight. I can do straight, and a lemon's fine. If there's lemon, I will dabble, but
Yeah.
I don't need a lemon.
Fucking that sweet tea bullshit that the Southerners like. I think that
I don't
shit's
think it's very good.
poison, dude. There's so much sugar in it as well. It's gross.
You're the one who likes the summer tea, right? The
Summer tea? Like
So-
sun tea.
sun tea, right?
Yeah, where you just like put a jug out on your porch in the summertime and let it bake for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And then you put some ice on that bitch and a little squidge of lemon. Oh boy.
Okay.
Whew. One of my favorite drinks. But yeah, so I get an iced tea and my food and I finish my food and I finish my iced tea. And this dude comes up and he's like, do you want another iced tea? And I had some time. So I was like, yeah, dude, I want another iced tea.
You charge you for the refill.
Well, no, he was like, all right, so you want to like go in and put in for another iced tea? And I was like, yeah, dude. And so I go in and like put another order in for an iced tea. And I'm like, that's weird. But
iced tea
okay.
is supposed to be free refills.
Exactly.
Isn't that just the general?
Yes.
That's the fully agreed upon.
Yes. But also, like, I don't know how their system works. It's the airport.
Sure.
Everything's fucking like 20% more expensive than it should be. And so like I put in for it. And then another server brings me the iced tea. And she's like, oh, I saw that you paid for another iced tea. And I was like, yes. She's like, it's free refills.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, and
Like,
I felt
that
like kind of a
motherfucker.
dick. I was like, that guy over there fucking told me I had to pay for another one. And she was like, you don't. And I was like, okay.
Fuck,
And then
dude.
she was just like, I'm going to get you a refund for that. And I was like, cool.
Thank
And
you.
she was like, it's going to take like 15 to 30 days for you to get a refund
On the
for the $3 for the iced tea. And I was just like, okay, I don't mind paying for another one. And she was like, absolutely not. You don't pay, you buy one iced
the fuck?
tea. And I was just like, okay, this is silly. This is so stupid.
That's some funny shit. We were years back, maybe 15 years ago, honestly. I was working in Sun Valley. And I
Great
had,
place. Love it.
Yeah, Sun Valley's awesome. And the restaurant, the bar scenes, I'm super into it.
Sawtooth Club is the
that's
best.
exactly where we were. We were at the Sawtooth Club. I really like sitting at the bar there. At least I did
Great
did
bar,
a long
great
time ago.
bar.
I'd sit there, and that's where I got into like the perfect margarita with Grand Marnier floated over the top and stuff. And we had a family friend who was just out of high school. He was working with me, and I was of age. He was Mormon. He didn't drink. I don't even think he was old enough to drink if he wanted to. But my parents actually came in town because they were just dabbling in Sun Valley, And
like you do. There's a
yeah,
lot
for
of
sure.
if you got money, you can get in
Yeah.
some trouble there.
So we went there and we had dinner at the Sawtooth, and so now at the bar, and we were having a great time, and we were having plenty of drinks. So we're all ordering lots of drinks, and this friend of ours, he's ordering a whole lot of, I think it was Dr. Pepper, free refills, right? And the server literally came over, and it was some stupid number. He was like, "Hey, just so you know, we only do 8 free refills," and he like hit the number. Like Mormons drink a shitload of soda, like like
they
a weird, like just an insane.
fucking do.
It was not 3. We're not like, it was a high, well over 5. There's like, "Hey, we don't do anymore." And my dad, without skipping a beat, was just like, "Then you just charge us for another one and reset the clock." so we just paid for another soda, and he just kept pounding fucking Dr. Peppers. It was so fucking funny,
Dude.
Like, we're buying $14 cocktails over and over and over again, and
Yeah.
they don't want to give this dude a soda. It's like, fucking, okay, guy, like, what do you want? I know how much it costs. It's like 5 cents a pop.
It's nuts. Great memories of the Sawtooth Club. I love that you've been there as well.
The pork tenderloin,
lamb
yeah.
chop. Lamb chop's my order every single time. Best lamb chop that I've probably ever had in my life. Really, really great. Just so many memories, dude. Like my childhood. I spent 15 summers in Sun Valley.
A lot of wildlife in that town. When you wake up in the morning, we'd go to work and you would see coyotes just running the street.
Oh yeah. The Sawtooth Mountains, that I think that's like, in my opinion, that's like the gateway to pretty Idaho. You get further north and it gets even better. Like, you spent much time in Coeur d'Alene?
No.
Island Park.
It's a shit drive out there to get to Sun Valley, but
it's not that bad. I mean, it's better than like Vegas, right?
Sure.
It's a much shorter drive. I'm from Idaho. I was born there. I was born in Pocatello, which Pocatello is a shithole. Absolute shithole. Really nothing redeemable about. Sorry for anybody that listens in Pocatello.
We just scratch that demographic list.
But no, it's a shithole. Like, I think most people would agree. Like, it's nothing spectacular, and it's also like, it basically feels like Brigham City with like lax liquor laws that are better, you know. But that's basically what Pocatello feels like. And then you get further into like central Idaho, and then get up into like Haley, Sun Valley area, and that's where I think things really start to open up, and you're like, oh my god, this place, there's very low population when you compare it to where we live. And the Sawtooth Mountains they're not as good as the Wasatch. There's no way.
No.
They're better than the Oakers, though. The Oakers suck. And
no one talks about the Oakers.
Yeah, because they suck.
They're just the other ones.
Yeah,
don't look that way.
Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Yeah, the Oakers are just like big hills, and then the Uintas are just these majestic fucking. Yeah. I think Uinta, like, because I'm a guy from Utah. I'm really critical of mountains, and because of my job, I travel around a lot of the West. I think that the mountain, this is my mountain tier list, right?
Sure.
I think Uinta mountains are S tier, absolute S tier.
Okay.
I think the Rocky Mountains are not quite S tier. I think they're A tier. They're A tier. I think the mountain, I don't know what the mountains are called in Palm Springs area, but those mountains, I think that those are A tier as well.
Okay.
They're pretty fantastic. I think the mountains in NorCal, like in like the San Francisco area, like the Bay Area, I think those are like probably B or C tier.
Like up with where the redwoods are?
No, like Mount Diablo, like in like close to San Francisco. Those are like probably B, but Sawtooths, man, and I don't know the range that's in Coeur d'Alene, but the Sawtooths, I think Sawtooth or A as well. There's a lot of great. Have you skied there?
No, I have not skied Sun Valley. Yeah, as far as Idaho goes, I've just skied Targhee, which is a great resort that's like stuck 30 years ago. So it's kind of endearing to go to. And they're slowly getting more people, so it's kind of a problem, but it's a really great place. Targhee's I would get a cabin there.
Mhm.
Like that is not off of the list of possibilities because the ski resort is absolutely incredible. The general area is great. You're pretty close to Jackson. You can get there in like an hour. But the ski resort Targhee also they have one bar. It's always a live band. It's called The Trap, and it's just awesome. And yeah, that place rules. But that's I mean, that's Targhee. That's like the Targhee. I think it's Targhee Mountain. Is
Yeah.
that right? Targhee Mountain Range.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
Grand Targhee's on the backside from the Jackson side. You can go there as well. And
Here's a few more for you.
okay, man, you're just a mountain. You just spit them out,
dude. I've
okay.
been around in the West. You know,
Tell me about the Chicago ones.
There's none.
Okay.
There's 0 mountains in the Chicago area.
Bummer.
Not like, well, look, I've talked to a few people in the Chicago area that say there's like some mountains, like,
Hill.
but
I mean, there's something
no
because
fucking way, dude.
I mean, our mutual friend that came from Chicago, he knew how to snowboard. He went somewhere.
Yeah, they're not.
There's a hill.
Yeah, it's a hill. Like there are mountainous regions, I think,
Sure.
like somewhere in Illinois, not too far from Chicago, as far as like from people that I've talked to, but I
Sure.
don't have any experience. Tahoe, Lake Tahoe, Nevada. That I think that I don't even know the name of the range, but California Nevada border,
Sierra Nevada.
the Sierra Nevada, you
So,
got it.
yeah.
Those motherfuckers are S tier.
Okay.
Absolutely S tier. Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak.
Okay.
You know, the big criticism of Denver is like the Rockies are super far away from Denver. They're not close.
They live a different world than what we get in the Salt Lake Valley, where it's changing because of traffic. But the whole pull here has always been like you can get up to the ski resorts in 30 minutes. And that's pretty good. And in Colorado, you get a lot of people going to Vail and places to ski, and it is not a 1 hour commute, but maybe a 2 hour commute to even get there and then to come back, and you literally have traffic, and it's a problem. And it's a problem that it's probably not ever going to be solved, and the Salt Lake Valley will just get worse and worse. And it's a kind of an unfortunate situation.
Yes, and I feel for all of that. I'm not a skier or a snowboarder, so I don't really have a stake in it. But what I will say is that, like, for people that really enjoy it, like I know you guys really enjoy it. I know that a lot of our friends really enjoy it. That sucks, and that shouldn't be the way that it is.
It's just I mean,
why is
but the match, like the math, it's just broken. There's just too many people. Because
why?
One, it's an expensive sport. It's absolutely an expensive sport. But it's not expensive enough to actually make it so that not enough people can go. So it's like, which would make it even more exclusionary, which is not really the goal either. Like you want people to be able to go skiing, but you filled out this valley to such a way that it's like on powder days, it's no longer fun. It's a bad time. Which is a huge bummer because I just grew up skiing nonstop. And my daughter has skied a lot, and we've been able to do it, but it's like, it sure isn't what it used to be.
I have a serious question.
Okay.
And I don't really understand all the dynamics or the politics behind it. I lived in a community literally 5 minutes away from the mouth of the canyon. Yep. Why is the gondola a bad idea? Because from my perspective, that seems to alleviate a lot of the congestion. And like, I'm not I'm not saying like, let's do the gondola. I just don't understand why there is
The
such a hard push
I don't
against it.
I don't fully understand why people are so adamantly against it, because on the environment, like, I don't agree with the environmental side. Like running a gondola up through the hills, I don't think that that is ruining the features of the canyon. So like the existence of the gondola to me isn't the problem. I do see a problem in that the gondola is not going to make traffic go away. The gondola is going to get more people on the mountain, and on those busy days, they're not controlling how many people are on the mountain. So these lines, when you have a 40-minute wait and you're standing in skis, which is extremely uncomfortable, they're just going to put more people on the mountain, so that line's going to be an hour and 10 minutes. So it's like, well, like, we're just pumping more people on the mountain so you make more money. And at the end of the day, it's a worse experience for everybody because the lift lines are bullshit. Like, I do a standard run, we'll say at Brighton, the most common resort. And if I am with Ava, we are going to get down in less than 10 minutes. And if you wait 40 minutes, that's bad mouth. And if I am alone, I get down in 3 minutes. It's terrible math. It sucks. And that's on a very basic run that I don't really have a lot of interest in doing. I want to get out a little bit, but Brighton's not that big. The lift lines are a problem. So if the gondola is just saying we're going to get more people on the mountain, that doesn't work.
What
But
are
that's
the
not the fight. The fight is not, hey, we don't want more people on the mountain.
it's the environmental.
The fight is they're trying to prevent it. My side's just like, the experience is terrible. You can't. The direction it has to go is what movie theaters did. You have to reserve your ticket. They have to limit how many people can go on the mountain per day. It's not safe. Like, you're putting too many people up here, and they need to literally make it terrible for us to have to ski. I have to make an appointment. I'm going to be there Saturday. I have it reserved.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the only way to make it. But I don't know, what is their incentive when they can charge, like, they get the season passes. A ton of people get them because of the Icon Pass. It covers so many different resorts. It's a pretty good deal, and it's kind of ruined the whole market. But a good percentage are still buying day passes, and they're a fortune. So those people that are buying day passes, they don't want to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to stop selling. They don't want to turn anyone away. And they will just, so it would be a pretty big deal, because the Brighton parking lot will never get bigger unless they add a parking structure, which Brighton does not do that type of stuff.
What I guess the secondary question would be, I mean, obviously clear cutting and things like that to put the supports in for the gondola. But like, what is the like overarching environmental concern? Because like, it's just a big ski lift essentially. So like, you're not like, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to cut out some amount of trees and foliage to put those supports in, but is it going to be that
I don't
intrusive?
I think it's over the top, and I will usually side with like the environmental side of things. But I'm just like,
I don't
think the argument against it is that, wow, it's going to ruin. Like,
it's displacing all of the animals. Like, I just don't see that.
It's not going to do any of that. It's going to change some views, and it's affecting your image, like, as you're looking at the mountain. But like, I have a hard time with these things when I look at it, where it's just like, this is a losing argument, because eventually you're going to lose. You're going to win today, and then next year you're going to win. The next year you're going to win, and they're not going to do it. They're never going to stop. And eventually you only have to lose once. So you have to win 100% of the time. And as soon as you lose one time, then it exists. And I guess you just keep, from that side, from the environmental side, they will just always keep trying to hold it back as long as they can. But eventually that gondola will be there.
Right.
There is no scenario, especially in this state, where that thing does not eventually happen.
Right. And that, like, the community that I lived in until very recently, like, that was like, you drive around those neighborhoods and it was very often, you know, a sign in on the yard that's like, no gondola. And I'm like, Why not? Like, but again, like now talking to you about it, like I understand some of the pain points that's gonna provide, but like the reality is that we really kind of put ourselves in a really bad situation. I mean, it's on our one of our license plates, the greatest snow on earth, and when you
we don't get
have
snow anymore.
right, that's true. Yeah, that's a problem. But we've kind of pigeonholed ourselves into the situation where you're going to get people that love to ski or board that want to come in and experience the mountain. And so like and the reality is that you're not making more space for more ski resorts. It's just, I mean, we're already capped.
You're so limited on the expansion possibilities that they can do, and they are absolutely trying to do everything they can, but it's so small in the grand scheme of things that it's just like you look at it, and it's really sad because I lived in a different time. Like I've seen it be
Right.
far superior to what it is now. And we'll, like, as a family, we'll probably do more trips to smaller resorts because I want to just go. I can go stay on a hill. I can go stay, like, literally Beaver. There's a ski resort in Beaver. It's not a very good resort, but I can get a house for a pretty good deal and be on the hill. And with the family, well, it's like, well, that's it. It's like a no brainer. That's going to be an enormous amount of fun for us compared to trying to ski here.
I think that the ski resorts are pretty bad in Tahoe, but highly recommend as a family you rent
that whole thing. Yeah.
On the Nevada side, State Line is what it's called. There's like 5 or 6 casinos on the California-Nevada border, and the town, I don't remember it. State Line is like where all of the casinos are, but there's a town maybe 2 miles away that is just one of the most idyllic places I've ever been in my life. Just trees everywhere. You get like a nice little ski house. There's a good amount of ski resorts in that area. And you just got Tahoe right there, which you're not in the wintertime. You're not fucking around with Tahoe, but incredible backdrop. I would imagine that's probably tippy top.
There's probably some fun to be had over there.
Probably a lot of fun to be had.
I bet that's what we end up doing is some ski trips and stuff to make sure that my kids are good. Like my daughter's gonna be fine. She's already killing it. And then I just gotta get my son on board, but he's
get him
6 months old.
Get him a snowboard.
I gotta teach him how to snowboard
and break the cycle. Snowboarding is cooler than skiing. Can we agree with that?
No, it changed.
I know there's gnarly fucking skiers.
Skiers got cool. Like
I know they are cool.
Like that was absolutely in the late 90s and a lot of the 2000s. That was absolutely it. But then skiers suddenly turned around and got really fucking cool. And skiers can do some good shit.
Oh, I know. It was a joke more than anything.
It's pretty impressive. But no, I'm a terrible snowboarder. I've only snowboarded like 12 times. Like I can do it, but for me to teach someone is problematic. And I gave it up once my shoulder started dislocating because I can't not crash. And on skiing, I can not crash because I've skied for so long.
Did I tell the story about my snowboarding experience on the podcast?
Probably didn't go well.
No, it didn't. So my dad, he was a really big snowboarder, and he's like sent a snowboard in the mail to me, and was like, "I want you to
get out there,
yeah,
son. This is my
this is my one contribution to like your your life, basically."
But I'm like holding off on making jokes.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Child support's short, but you got a Burton.
Yeah, it's straight up. I got a Burton. I know. I straight up got a Burton. That's not a joke. I got a kid's Burton. Fuck. And then my cousins were doing ski lessons, and so I did snowboard lessons. And the dude that I was with was like your stereotypical like snowboard bro, and I couldn't like at the time couldn't wrap my mind around like stopping, which is like whipping your tail and then like putting your weight on the back foot to like stop, right? So I would just crash. So like I'd
Nice.
get going down. I did lessons at Snow Basin, and I would just, instead of like stopping, I would just fall
Yeah.
and just like
Perfect.
just fuck myself up. And I remember this dude was like trying to teach me how to snowboard, and this guy that knew him was like, "What's up, bro? How's it going?" And he's like, "Good. This guy's crazy. Like I'm like really trying. I'm trying to teach him." I remember this vividly. And he was like, "What's his problem?" And he's like, "Dude, he's a fucking kamikaze. Like he just like, when he needs to stop, instead of stopping, he just throws himself on the ground." And I think I realized
It's pretty common. I mean, I did that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just with skiing. Like you get going so fast, you're just like, well, there's no the only logical option is death. I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Like,
And I remember I fucked myself up like going down the bunny hill pretty fast, and I just like couldn't stop and just like fell on my side. And I was like, I just don't know if this is for me. And I don't think that it is for me.
it's a fantastic time once you're like, I'm lucky enough that I just did it my whole life.
Yeah.
So it's never been an issue. But like when you are good at it, it's I'm not like a fantastic skier, but I can go ski shit. I can ski most things, right? And have a good time. And it is about the most fun you can have. It's fantastic. I have brand new skis that I didn't get to use at the end last year, so I'm just like waiting.
How much does the new set cost?
Not cheap. No,
How much?
They're like just the skis were like $700 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
golf clubs.
and
It's like golf clubs, basically. I mean,
Well, probably a little bit cheaper than golf clubs.
well, there's no bindings and there's no boots.
Oh,
That's
so
just-
how much does the bindings and boots
So
cost?
my boots, I found boots that I've loved, and I've been using them for almost 15 years, and I just put new soles in them. So the boots were like $400 or something like that, and then the bindings will be $300, something like that. So there's it's not. I mean, it's expensive. It's absolutely expensive.
But how?
And then when you look at like day passes, then it's like not affordable. You got to get some. You got to save up and do some sort of a season pass.
How much is a day pass? Is like over $100.
Like at Brighton, it'll be like $130 for a day, and like I can't do that right now because I have a daughter, and we might ski 2 runs.
That's too much.
And then you just feel terrible. But
That's the difference.
If you get some sort of a season pass, then I don't care. We just do whatever we do.
That's the difference between golf, right? Like, so you pay $50,
And Brighton's cheap.
50 bucks for 18 holes, right?
Park City could be over $200 for
Yeah, and then like we were talking about it today, like for a set of irons.
Well, it's $56.
God damn it. Okay. But for like a new set of irons, you're probably going to pay $1,200 to $1,500, right?
Which is expensive because literally the guy at the store told me that it was like $800. So I need to.
Well, those are old. Yeah, you were trying to buy a set of old clubs.
But they weren't used.
No, but we're talking about clubs that I would have to look up your clubs, but probably 10 plus years old at this point in time.
Well, no, I grabbed a random new club.
Oh,
I grabbed a random new approach. It was like a tailor-made QI or something, and he was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be $899 or something."
Okay, well, so we're talking about like, I should say we're talking about like getting fit, right?
Sure.
Club heads and shafts,
The whole deal.
$1,200 to $1,500, depending on what kind of shafts you get in. And I would highly recommend that you get fit if you're gonna make the jump. You get
like I should
get
not.
fit.
I feel like I should get better at golf and then maybe do it.
Maybe definitely a good thing to do.
Maybe
But
golf for another season and see how I do.
sure. But yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive for sure. But like, unless you're crazy, those clubs will last you probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, where like, how long does a set of skis last you if you're taking runs frequently?
Kind of depends. They can last a long time. I mean, I have two different pairs. I still have 2 different pairs because I have a pair that's fantastic in deep powder. I don't use them very often. I'm not replacing those. There's no reason to replace those. And I have had those for 15, 12, something like that. And they're great. They're my like Armada JJs. I don't want to switch like as soon as there's deep powder. But if it's not deep, I have no interest. So I basically replaced my groomer skis, which is your standard ski days, with a pair that I demoed, and they were so much fun. So I'm pretty excited about those because those are the ones I'm going to use all the time. But they're going to go 10 years. They should go something like 10 years unless like something catastrophic happens. But the way I ski, nothing catastrophic should happen unless like my daughter really takes me down some bullshit.
She's gonna push you to your limits at some point.
Well, she will, because my wife will have her in like ski team shit, because that's just the direction we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And she's already quite good, because at 4 she can go down the main runs with me at Brighton, which is pretty impressive. Like that's pretty young. And now this year
she's 5, right?
Now she's 5. We're going to this year she'll be 5, and a 5-year-old, and what I think she's going to be able to do is going to be probably one of the more impressive as far as her age on the mountain. But we had her at Brighton at 18 months. We took her up there and took her down at between our legs. So she's been up there a lot.
Yeah, I loved the audio. You had like a microphone.
You get a microphone and it syncs to your camera, and it's so funny. Like she's all about French fry activate. It's some fun shit.
How are you gonna handle the boy this season?
We're gonna trade off or have someone watch him.
Sure,
we can trade off in the lodge.
You can't get him on skis until like 3, right?
No, he can't. No, he will ski next year, but he'll be between our legs.
2?
He will. Ava skied before 2. She was 18 months, but between our legs, like just to get her out there. They're not doing anything. They can't even stand up, but you hold them. You just take them just to get there immediately. They can walk. You put them in skis. This is at least what we did.
That's fucking Utah for you, eh?
Not everyone does it like that, but we just are like, this is a thing that, like,
you guys want to do it.
Annie and I are already very good at it. So it's like, you have to be good at it, because we can, like, as a family, we have so much fun doing this stuff.
Right.
You have to be able to do this.
I get it for sure. If I had a little tyke, I would get him golf clubs early.
Absolutely, just get him out there and make him start and hit the dumbass ball. And
I think you should do it with Ava as well.
Yeah, well, we went mini golfing, and she sucks shit. I kicked her ass.
The last thing I will say is that I would really love to do just talking about like some of those Idaho roots, those potato eater roots that I have. I'd really love to get like a guy's trip out to Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, that'd be a good time,
because they've got a golf course there that is fucking ridiculous. It's there's a par 3 there that is out in the lake, and it's straight up, you hit your ball and then you get on a boat out to the, I mean, it's silly.
That's pretty funny.
But if you haven't ever been up there, I think the 2 trips I want to do, I talked to our friend Andrew about it. I want to do St. George has got I think they're playing a PGA Tour PGA Tour event. Black Rock.
Yeah, I worked there.
It's in St. George. Yeah. It's supposed to be sick.
They did a PGA event over the summer there. They did something because they did a big tournament there while we were working there.
So they're like committing to one PGA Tour event there for the foreseeable future. Okay. And I think they're doing one soon. It like kind of kicks off the PGA season, right?
Interesting. Yeah, we had like a window where we could not go there.
Which St. George, pretty easy trip, pretty easy one. Bring the family, do the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But then Coeur d'Alene, that's drivable as well. And I think you would be blown away if you've never been up there.
Bring a canoe to get me to the next hole.
It's just one hole. It's an island. It's in the middle of the lake. It's so fucking sweet. I've never played there before,
Yeah.
but I mean,
It's
it's on the lake, and you know, I think it would be a good time. So we need to plan some of that
Probably.
stuff.
That should probably happen.
Absolutely. We all have big boy jobs, so we can figure it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, absolutely.